Hey, fifth grade. So right now you guys are going to review your quadrilaterals. And today's a little bit different. Instead of doing a pair deck, you guys are editing and answering in your own Google slide. So your work is off to this side over here. You're going to click it, and it's going to bring you to a copy of your Google Slides. Now, you're going to go through and you're going to put your name in. I already typed my name in. And then you're going to go through and kind of fill in some of these blanks. So it started off like this. And I'm thinking, where can these pieces go in our flowchart here? I know that trapezoids are different than parallelograms. And I know this side has to be a parallelogram because squares are a parallelogram. You're then going to go through, work on some different statements. I already helped you out with 3, so if you watch this video, you already have 3 right answers for you. I know that a square is both a rectangle and a rhombus. Apologies, 5th grade. I know it's that because it has right angles like a rectangle, but it has congruent or equal sides like a rhombus does, and it's also a type of parallelogram. I also know that a rhombus is a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. Congruent sides just means equal, sides that are equal in length. Finally, a trapezoid with 2 pairs of parallel lines. Trapezoids don't have 2 pairs of parallel lines, but I know a parallelogram does. You then also have statements like this, where you have to put this statement into, is it always true, sometimes true, or never true? I already helped you with 1, and then we're going to go over the second one. A quadrilateral is always a trapezoid is always a quadrilateral. That will always be true. A trapezoid is a type of quadrilateral. It's a 4-sided polygon. It's never going to change. So that's an always statement. Now let's take a look at this one. A trapezoid is a parallelogram. We just learned, though, that trapezoids have 1 set of parallel lines and parallelograms have 2. So sometimes, because up here it did say a trapezoid with 2 pairs of parallel lines is a parallelogram. So sometimes trapezoids are parallelograms. There's 6 more for you to fill out. 3 of them are always, 2 of them are sometimes, and 1 of them is never. You then have some more classifying statements as always true, sometimes true, and never true. A square is sometimes a rhombus. Or is it always a rhombus? Let's go back to our diagram. We know that it can be both a rhombus and a rectangle. So I'm going to say a square is always a rhombus. You're then going to continue down, put in the blank which one's a rectangle. I know that D is a rectangle, has right angles, it has 2 sets of parallel lines. Remember, these lines right here mean its opposite line is the same size. So these 2 match in size, and these 2 match in size. So down here I'm going to put D. If I see any other rectangle, I'm going to put that there as well. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to put down the name of each shape. Is this a rhombus? Is this a square? How would I classify this shape? You're going to do that for a couple of them, and then you're going to be specific with your names. This shape right here, is it a trapezoid, parallelogram, or rectangle? I'm going to put my circle around it. And then finally, you're going to fill out some true or false statements. You're looking at the figures above to help you answer. Figures B, D, and E are the only parallelograms shown. Now I have to check. B, D, and E are parallelograms. Are there any other parallelograms here? So look at A. Is that a type of parallelogram? I know you guys are going to think in your head, it's a rectangle. But rectangles are a type of parallelogram. So, A is a type of parallelogram. Is C? You guys are going to do this, completely fill it in. When you are done, you're just going to click out, because when you come back in again, it'll already have everything you saved written. The only thing left you have to do is press the turn in button. That is the only way I am going to get your answers. So make sure you are turning in your work. If you want to go back, unsubmit, fix it, and then return it in again. Good luck, 5th grade.